Welcome back to the Barley Lads. As always, I'm Zane with Bryce behind the camera. Today, we're making an Irish Old Fashioned. Alright, so let's talk about the components. You're going to need preferably an Irish whiskey, but you can make this with bourbon, rye, scotch. Today we're making it with Jameson Black Barrel. This is good for cocktails just because it has a stronger flavor than most Irish whiskeys. Also, it is probably the closest Irish whiskey to a bourbon, and Irish Old Fashions were originally made with bourbon. You also need 3/4 ounces of simple syrup. This is an old bottle. I actually make my own. I'll put the recipe, incredibly simple recipe, in the description, as well as bitters. I have both aromatic bitters or old-fashioned bitters, as well as orange. You can use either. There's other recipes that use walnut bitters, different bitters that you can find. Also, you can also add a garnish if you would like. Typically, it's a lemon wheel, or orange. I actually dried my own, very simple. Slice them real thin, put them in the oven on a wire rack. It takes a while, at 175. You can probably dry them out in 3 or 4 hours, but it's worth it. They're cool. It just makes it a little different. So let's get to making. So like I said, 2 ounces of whiskey. Also, you want to do this in an old-fashioned glass or a rocks glass, such as this. Little spillage. Sorry, Bryce. We'll cut it out later. No, we won't. And we'll go with 3/4 ounce. Make sure I'm doing this right. Of simple syrup. Right over top. Now this is I will say it's a double rocks glass, so you could probably do this in a smaller glass, or if you can get fancy, you can get one of the sphere ices or cubed ice, the real big stuff. And then I usually just do 2 dashes each of the orange and aromatic. And then, if you did have a peel, I don't, I should have, you can take the peel and you just squeeze the peel over top, and it releases some of the oils. So it's also the reason I use the orange bitters, so you're kind of getting that orange oily flavor. Instead, take your spoon and mix it. You want to mix this enough that the drink itself gets ice cold. Doesn't take much, especially when you have little ice like this. The good reason to use bigger cubes or the sphere is that it has a slower, it melts slower than little cubes. Then you take your garnish, wheel on the side, wedge down the side. This, you can just put it on top like that. I love Old Fashions. This is by far the most common cocktail that I make. It's very easy, very few ingredients, shelf-stable ingredients, especially if you make this right. These will last years. It's just an easy cocktail to make. You almost always have orange or lemon at your house, so it's easy to add that fruit component if you want to. You certainly don't have to. Also, because this is mostly alcohol, yeah, you're getting some sugar content and a little bitterness. It really balances it, but you still get to taste the whiskey, as opposed to other cocktails where you kind of lose out on a lot of those flavors. So anyway, thank you for watching another episode of the Barley Lads. This has been the Irish Old Fashioned. Again, though, you can use any whiskey that you want to. I prefer Irish. I'm sure at some point we'll be making it with different ones, because who doesn't like a good cocktail? So, like I said, sorry. This is the Barley Lads. Again, my name is Zane. Sorry. Bryce behind the camera. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button when we get new videos. Cheers.